Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode 13 in the book of Titus. This is the last paragraph of Titus, chapter 3, verses 12 through 15. I'm going to title this, Speeding Missionaries Out. And what we're going to talk about today is sending people out of the building, but not sending them out of fellowship. He's tidying up here, and the focus of the letter has been very internal regarding the church that Titus is running, and working on leadership and working on teaching and working on behavior of people in the congregation. That's all great and appropriate. But here, last paragraph, he's saying, hey, don't forget this. This is important stuff here. And he's talking about ministry that's going to be done outside of the church. So the church is made of ministries of people. It's local people who have been saved. They gather together. They grow. They learn. They teach. They work. They witness locally. They share what we call spiritual friendship. And then, this is the crazy thing, then after developing people, we send them out. And we purposely break some bonds. We ask these crazy people to leave their culture, leave their family, leave their grandparents, leave the security of, everything you know about your society, leave your language, leave your friends, and here today, leave your church. We send them out while maintaining fellowship. So these are the kind of people and places and activities and decisions that he's going to be talking about in this paragraph today. These are special people. They stayed when it was tough. They've ministered through some tough stuff, and now we're going to send them out. So this is a word to missions today. We, as people that are staying, are to speed them on their way. Not kick them out, but send them out of the fellowship without breaking the bonds of fellowship. In verse 10, just up the road from this, it talked about a person who was sent out of the congregation and was broken the bonds of a fellowship in a disciplined sort of a way. So listen in with me. This is from Titus chapter 3, verse 12. When I send Artemas or Tychicus to you, do your best to come to me at Nicopolis, for I've decided to spend the winter there. Do your best to speed Zenas the lawyer and Apollos on their way. See that they lack nothing. And let our people learn to devote themselves to good work, so as to help cases of urgent need and not be unfruitful. All who are with me send greetings to you. Greet those who love us in the faith. Grace be with you all. So this is a letter to Titus, and also all the people that are around Titus. And this is the teaching point today, I think, is this do your best to speed Zenas the lawyer and Apollos on their way. Speed them on their way. Facilitate them. Help them on their way. So we're not breaking fellowship. We're not kicking them out of the church. We're kicking them out of the building and the location so that they can go and that they can minister. So they're not kicked. They're sent out of the fellowship so that they sent out of the building while maintaining fellowship so that they can minister. So the charge here for all of us is do your best so that they can do their best. So that's what he's telling Titus and the congregation is, Titus, speed these people on. Make sure that they lack nothing. Do your best for them so that they can do their best for the Lord. So I think if you ever ask the question in your heart, what should I do about missions? I think this is a good thing. First of all, I would say number one, call them by name, which Paul does here. So I think there's a personal relationship. But then let's get a little more practical. Do your best for them so they can do their best. What does that mean? Well, you have to ask the question: what can I do to speed you on your way? And certainly that may have a financial thing in there, which is to see that they lack nothing. So I think, in conclusion today, your church probably has a sending out part of it, a ministry that's done outside the walls of your church. And it's complex, involves peoples and decisions and places and money, as we see here in just a couple of lines. The questions I think that are appropriate to ask is, what can I do to speed you on your way? Or further, how can I do my best for you so that you can do your best for the Lord? How can I help send out from my church without sending them out of my heart, without sending them out of my fellowship? So this is a very unique group of people. This is a group of people, Tychicus and Apollos, who we know, and also some anonymous people that are never mentioned in the Bible again, Artemas, for example. We're sending them out on their way so that they can be missions. We're supplying them with that they lacked. I think that has to do with financial stuff, and then the soft side, which is do your best to speed them on their way, facilitate them in other maybe non-financial ways, but always is what's implied here. Speed them on their way, facilitate their ministry. You, as a staying congregant person, do your best for them so they can do their best as they leave their culture and their family and their churches and their language and all the other complexities of missions. So this is something that Paul wants Titus not to forget as he's finishing up this letter, as he turns and addresses from being an internal letter to being kind of an external letter. So let me leave you with these questions. What can I do to speed you on your way? Ask that of a missionary in your world. And how can I do my best for you so that you can do your best for the Lord? And how can I send you out from my church without sending you out from my life? Let's all go send a missionary out and speed them out of the building, but not out of fellowship. Thanks for listening.